What's up, Gemini? How are y'all doing? This is your March 2023 main monthly reading. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. That will tell you everything you need to know. All kinds of cool stuff in the description of the video, man. You got to read it all, man. I don't have time to babble about all that. I want to jump right into this. I want to open up these March readings with a general outline of the past, present, future. What's up, people? How y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I know it's a little late, 9:54 p.m. here in Las Vegas. So for those of you on the East Coast, it might be a little bit late. Had a busy day today. I wanted to get all this shit done earlier, but anyway. All right, let's see here. Past, present, future, Gemini, general outline, hangman. Especially those of you dealing with a past person. We don't want to see the hangman, do we? I'll give you a little hint. He ain't got a whole lot going on in his life. Not a lot of movement. Not a lot of action. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, the Queen of Wands, though. In the past, I'm kind of feeling like you connected with somebody and you were never really 1,000% sure. Like, I don't even really kind of feel like you were all the way in it. Not really. Maybe that's their energy. So if that resonates the other way around, you can flip that energy the other way. But immediately looking at this feels like your energy. I ain't gonna lie. Weren't really 100% sure. Well, it's an open door of opportunity. So we'll see where it goes, but I don't know. You know, you feel one way one day, another way another day. So, yeah, I don't think you were 100% in it. Or maybe there were some days where you were, but there were many, many days where you had one foot pointed towards the door. You know, let's look at the current moment here. King of Pentacles. Seven of Swords reversed. Somebody wants to apologize and get closure here. Creeping up into the future. The lessons don't stop coming in. The more time passes and the more you reflect on this, the more your eyes start to open. You are learning very uncomfortable lessons about yourself based on what happened in the past. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. The person you don't want to be is that person who is so afraid learning those uncomfortable lessons about themselves that they just block it out and ignore it. So it's a good thing. Thinking back, oh man, I was so stupid. Okay, you got to go through that. Don't beat yourself up too much. It's okay to be honest with yourself. Yeah, I was an idiot. I was an idiot. I should have known. The minute he said he still lived in his mom's basement, the minute he said that he cheated on his ex, the minute like we reflecting on these things, that red flag, red flag, red flag. Trust me, I've been there. Some of y'all, I'm gonna tell you what, some of y'all would laugh. I laugh looking back at some of the red flags I overlooked in the past. Like, what the fuck was wrong with me? You know? So I see you still going through that process, but trust me, that is a good thing. But somebody here is hanging around waiting on closure and an apology to be made. Okay, well, let's look at their energy and their intentions. What are their energy and intentions looking like? Ah, they're learning lessons too. For those of you who are wondering whether or not they have learned their lesson, yep, they're learning it too. I think this was a valuable learning lesson for both of you. For both of you. 3 of coins reversed. So they don't think the two of you balance each other out very well. They don't feel like the two of you would make a very good team. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also have Taurus here. Okay, 9 of Cups. Okay. 2 of Cups reversed. So I don't really feel okay. So no, they have not completely fully moved on and let go of this. But I also see that no, they are not wanting to be the one to initiate communication. I feel like they're waiting on an open door of opportunity. If they're given the opportunity, they'll talk to you, but if not, they won't. They want you to think that they are over this. So I'm sure there's a lot of you who are absolutely convinced that they forgot that you even existed. Bullshit. No. Okay. Now, Hangman again. See, they're waiting on an opportunity. So, yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay, let's see. Let's get an outcome. What kind of outcome we got here? Any action being taken? Anything? Queen of Swords. She's not very active. Now, unfinished business, so I don't see closure happening. I kind of feel like you're giving up hope on this. Yeah, giving up hope on this. But you're still not letting go of it. Neither are they. Selling card. Okay. Well, let's get the advice then. Let's get at least a couple of advice cards. Would it be a good idea for Gemini to communicate? What would happen? Page of coins reversed. Hang on. Ooh, and the devil. Okay. So communicate with caution. If you choose to communicate, keep this person at a healthy arm's distance. Wait before you extend or accept any offers. Okay? If there's one thing you take away from this video, a stone cold, heartbreaking fact of life, most people never change. Most people don't. The people who do change typically tend to do it when they have no choice and they're forced to, when they're under extreme stress and pressure. And of that demographic of people, probably 2 to 5% of those people learn how change happens and they have to lean into it. But that's a different topic for a different video. Most people don't change. So if you're wondering whether or not you should ever attempt reconciliation with this person, they're still the exact same person you walked away from. And you will experience a repeat cycle. So if you choose to open up communication, keep them at an arm's distance and just keep it as communication for a while. Do not extend or accept any offers, or you'll get sucked right back into it and take another trip around the merry-go-round and end up right back where you are now. All right, let's look at singles. Single Geminis. Anything generally happening between single Geminis and their love interest, the Sun card reversed. Could be a Leo for some of you. Hangman reverse. What is it with the hangman, dude? What is it with the hangman? Okay. Okay, so this person is letting their guard down, but they're still not wanting to jump headfirst into this. I think you might be dealing with somebody that has lots of self-esteem issues. I think they're a little bit immature. A little bit immature, a little bit self-conscious. Low self-confidence, no self-esteem. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like a love offer is eventually going to end up being made. That's probably a ways out, though. This looks like it's moving slow as hell. See, they have their guard up. They are slowly letting their guard down, but for now, they're still very guarded. Communication looks good. So eventually, I do think a love offer is being made, eventually. But it's very slow to happen that way, very slow. And the 10 of Wands. What is it with the 10 of Wands, Hangman? So the short answer is yes, I feel like a love offer will eventually end up being made. What's their energy look like? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? This person wants to take things slow. And this deck. All right, last one. Oh, they got feelings for you, though. They got feels for you. Yes, they do. They just have a negative outlook on love. Of course. Of course, could be an Aquarius for some of you. Yes, they have feelings for you. They just have a negative outlook on love because they've never healed from their last heartbreak. Yeah, they have a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection, a fear of commitment. They're afraid of committing to somebody and then getting ghosted and getting hurt because obviously that happened to them in the past and they never healed from it. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, they want to take things slow. Looks pretty good, though. Well, I mean, intentions-wise, it looks good. It's not very intelligent to enter into a connection or relationship while you're broken like this. It's not very wise at all. But at least it's not coming from a bad place. It's not coming from a place of manipulation, trying to play games with you, mislead you. It doesn't come from a place of coercion or anything like that. It just comes from a place of being broken and afraid to get hurt again. Okay. Okay, what's the outcome then? Outcome. Strength card. Okay, so eventually, I do feel like you will be jumping headfirst into this. It's just a slow, gradual transition. If you can play your cards right, no pun intended, this could turn into long-term commitment. It could. It could. And I kind of feel like it more than likely will. But I'm telling you what, it's not going to be an overnight process. No, it is not. We got to jump straight into the advice then. I'm just going to get a couple of advice cards. I'm not going to shuffle out a whole spread. Advice. That one yelled at me. Judgment. Tower card reversed. Queen of Cups. So don't be so quick to judge this person and why they're doing what they're doing. I know that sounds like the most cliche shit you've ever heard, but for real, dude, for real. I'm not going to lie to you. This is one of the things that I've been working on for the past 3 years now. It's hard because we're humans. We are judgmental beings. Just naturally, we naturally judge things. This is good and this is bad. I like this. I don't like this. That's just what we do. It's part of the human experience. So these people in the spiritual community trying to make themselves sound like a fluffy, enlightened person, blah, blah, blah. You know, they'll say, oh, you're not supposed to judge anything or anyone. We are judgmental beings at our source. And that's the reason why we come here to be a human. That's part of the human gang. Now, having said that, we need to learn to monitor that. Okay? Because you're not going to completely escape judging anything. Okay? We're humans. However, we need to monitor that. I need to hold back and say, maybe there's a reason why you are the way you are. Now, there's a difference between an excuse and a reason, but maybe there's a reason that I just don't know what it is. I have no idea why you are the way you are, why you're acting the way you're acting. So just try to refrain from judging that. Try to refrain from judging that. Take it slow. Allow this person to see that your intentions are good. Be consistent, Gemini. Be consistent. And if you play your cards right, I feel like this could turn into something successful. Okay. All right. General messages. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but love. General messages do we have for my Gemini friends? Ace of Cups reversed. So this is not a love reading. Hang on, I'm not going to speak on that until the rest of the cards hit the table. Hold up. Man, I'm getting tired of these decks here. Oh, while I'm shuffling, just to let you all know, totally off topic, we are going to be moving to California in April. So here in the coming weeks, we are going to be decluttering the house, and my eBay is going to get some things put on it, especially old used tarot decks. For those of you who are interested in that, I get the emails about that all the time. When you're getting rid of more tarot decks. And it's going to be super, super, super cheap too. Super duper cheap stuff. But I'm probably going to be throwing every last one of my tarot decks on eBay. Oh, I probably got about 30 or 40 of them. Probably more than that. Probably about 50 of them, honestly. You can starting over, starting fresh, man. Starting over and starting fresh. All right. Strength card reversed. Okay. All right. So this is kind of scattered all over the place. Now, some of you, I know this isn't everybody. Some of you are looking to be promoted at your job. What I'm getting is, yes, I do feel like you are strongly being considered, but for whatever reason, it's not happening right now. I don't know why. Not 100% sure. For those of you who have been patiently waiting ever since the clock struck 2023 for a new cycle to begin, and you've been frustrated and impatient because a new cycle is not beginning, everything still looks the same as it did in December 2022, it's because your cycle was not complete yet. Okay? Your cycle is closing up and coming to an end. Okay, you will more than likely start to really see true changes when the real new year gets here. Okay, hey, it's coming up next season. So once we start creeping into Aries season, that's when you're really going to start to feel and start to see some new changes. Some of you may realize that promotion that you're wanting at work, something better is coming along. Some of you aren't even going to be working there anymore. Okay. Very scattered energies, dude. Very scattered. Scattered all over the damn place. Okay. Okie dokie. Random general freestyle advice. This could be love advice, career advice, whatever Gemini needs to hear the most. Whatever Gemini needs to hear the most. The only thing I don't give is financial advice or legal advice. I will give you energy advice in regards to finances, but that's not financial advice. I'm picky and choosy with my words. 2 more shuffles, 2 more. Boom, boom. The moon card reversed. Okay. Monitor your own vibration. Now, I want to, again, I'm using very popular, sensational buzzwords that you hear in the spiritual community all the time. For those of you who don't know anything about me, I'm that guy in the spiritual community who wants you to understand this shit. Okay? That's me. Okay? We got a lot of people in the spiritual community who love to talk the cute little fluffy talk. And I would argue that more than half of them don't really give 2 shits if you understand it or not. They're just trying to make themselves look enlightened because all they care about is their own popularity. I want you to understand this. Okay. Now, vibration. More specifically, I want to disambiguate that whole phrase, my vibrational state. What does that mean when you say your vibrational state? What does that mean? In layman's terms, my vibrational state is how I feel most of the time. How I feel most of the time. That's my vibrational state. So I've noticed on my journey and on my path that people struggle with this. Okay. Don't judge yourself. Right now, some of you are probably laying in bed, especially if you live on the East Coast. Well, maybe here on the West Coast too. Okay. Take a look back at today. How did you feel most of the time today? How about yesterday? The day before that? Last week? Last month? How do you spend 75 to 80% of your time feeling? That's your vibrational state. Now, it's very important that you understand that your life experiences are a mirror image reflection of that vibrational state. A lot of people don't even know what their vibrational state is. And this has become very apparent here over the last 3 years. How many of you have met somebody who lives in fear and doesn't even realize it? Not only do they not realize it, but let's take it a step further. They think that their fear is virtuous. They think that their fear in and of itself intrinsically makes them a good person. They think their fear is something to brag about. They don't even realize they're living in fear. Matter of fact, they get mad at you because you don't live in fear. Monitor your vibration. If I want to see before you before you will ever be able to manifest anything new, you must first figure out how you've been manifesting everything you've manifested thus far. Manifesting isn't something that you start doing. Manifesting is something that you have been doing ever since you took conscious control up here and started making your own decisions. See, we get spit out into this world and you are immediately being programmed. Immediately. Your parents, your siblings, friends in the neighborhood, peers at school, teachers, the shit you see on TV, the music you hear is programming you, programming you, programming you. And then at some point, I think most people say around age 7, we could speculate all day, but at some point you take conscious control and you take the wheel, and that's when you start manifesting. Now, yes, when you are a child, there are still lots of things that aren't in your control, and there's still lots of programming that's still happening. However, that's when you very first begin manifesting. And it's based on the programming. Your vibrational state has been programmed. Now your life experiences are going to reflect that vibrational programming. So your vibration manifests an experience which triggers the vibration, which manifests another experience that resonates harmoniously with the vibration, which triggers an even stronger vibration. So it starts reinforcing itself. Your vibrational state starts reinforcing itself and reinforcing itself and reinforcing itself. Does this make sense? What we're talking about when we talk about manifestation is I need to figure out what my vibrational state is, what it has been. I need to figure out how to jam a stick in the wheel of that cycle, grind it to a halt, and change my vibrational state. When you look around at what you see today, you manifested that yesterday. Before you will be able to manifest something new tomorrow, you need to figure out how you manifested this yesterday. And you start off by monitoring your vibrational state. So, how do I feel most of the time? No judgment. Just honestly. Well, today I felt annoyed, irritated, lonely, and depressed. Okay? Yesterday, I felt irritated, annoyed, lonely, and depressed. For the past week, for the past month, for the very most part, I have felt irritated, sad, lonely, and depressed. So, for those of you who are wondering why you keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over, if that is your vibrational state, which I know that's not going to be everybody, I'm just giving an example. If that's my vibrational state, you know what that means? That means I am a magnet to other people, situations, and scenarios that harmoniously resonate with being irritated, sad, lonely, and depressed. I'm drawing that shit in like a magnet. And it gets really bad. The worst part about it is we've been programmed to believe that if that is our vibrational state, the solution to that problem is out here somewhere. That's what makes it real bad. That's how you get trapped in the third dimension, because it starts this vicious cycle of I feel sad, empty, lonely, and depressed. I need a lover or a love relationship to be a solution to that problem. But the truth of the matter is, if I bring a person into my life, the only way I can attract a person into my life is if their vibrational state harmoniously resonates with being irritated, lonely, sad, and depressed. So when we come together on that vibrational state, what do you think is going to manifest? True love and true happiness? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Absolutely not. So, the primary law is the law of vibration. Primary. The primary law is the law of vibration. The secondary law is the law of attraction. So the last thing I need to be worried about is when the outside world is going to change. My number one priority is figuring out how to change my inside world. We are so convinced that I feel this way because of the outside world not doing what I want it to do. And if only the outside world would do what I want it to do, then I would feel the way that I want to feel in here. This right here is, I argue that this simple little idea, it's not really an idea, but this simple concept is the most important thing anybody could learn in 2023. It's not the thing happening or not happening out here that is responsible for my emotional state. I need to figure out how to feel the way I want, regardless of what's happening out here. How do I do that? That's the goal. That's what we need to work on. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.